Good morning, guys, and welcome to today's vlog. I just went ahead and inhaled my breakfast. I was absolutely starving this morning. The boys did wake up a little bit on the earlier side this morning, which they've been sleeping in pretty well for quite some time now. I would say they get up anywhere between like 7 and 7:30, but this morning they both were up pretty early this morning, which called for a very long morning with them. They are now at school, and I did decide to pick me up and get myself a bagel this morning when I dropped them off at school. And I came home and I just inhaled it. It was so delicious. I got a cinnamon raisin bagel toasted with cream cheese and bacon. Do not knock it till you try it. Cream cheese and bacon is so good, and it's my favorite treat me breakfast. And so I went ahead and picked up that this morning, and I am now home. Clearly, the boys are at school, and I am sitting down to start today's vlog. So today, we actually have the boys' 3-year checkup appointment, so I figured I would vlog today. I did get asked over on Instagram what the boys got for their birthday this year, so I thought I would run through what the boys got from Harris's family for their birthday. His mom actually picked up some necklaces that are back here. I'll show you guys those in a second. And his sister and brother-in-law got them some really nice clothes that I do want to go ahead and hang up as well. So we'll head upstairs and I'll show you guys that. And then we will go to their doctor's appointment later on. And then either later on today or most likely tomorrow while the boys are at school, I will sit down and run through with you guys kind of what we talked about at the doctor, and then also just the normal things I talk about in their update videos. So like eating habits, sleeping habits, personality, development, all that kind of stuff. I cannot believe that this is gonna be the boys' 3-year update video. I cannot believe I've been filming these update videos for 3 whole years. I feel like this birthday this year, 3, has been a little bit of a harder one, which I'm so, grateful that I have very active and healthy 3-year-old twin toddlers. But it is also breaking my heart that the boys are 3. I feel like their first birthday, it's a super exciting birthday. You no longer have little babies. They're turning 1. It's a big milestone, so it's super fun. And then their second birthday, again, they are no longer babies. They're hitting new developmental milestones. They're turning into little toddlers. It's super fun and exciting. But for me, this year 3, it's like the transitional year, realizing like, okay, I don't have little babies anymore. I don't have little toddlers anymore. They are turning into kids, basically, children, bigger boys, and it has been so sad and so hard for me. I feel like this year I've been super sentimental and nostalgic. I keep going back and rewatching a bunch of videos from when the boys were first born, and all my Snapchat memories and all my picture memories. And this year it's just breaking my little heart that they're not like little babies anymore. Even when I look at them, they are such big boys. They are so smart, so talkative, so funny. They have their little personalities. And it's just making me really reminisce and miss the newborn phase, which I feel like I don't even really remember the newborn phase with them because I was in such a fight or flight like state. I feel like I can't really remember newborn life with them. And so it's just making me super nostalgic, and I am really, 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 really itching for another baby. But if you guys saw my New Year's Q&A, you would know that Harris isn't quite there yet with wanting another one, which it's been a constant conversation in our house, and he's still not really willing to sway much. So that's been super hard. I've been like having a baby on my mind 24/7, and knowing it's not really happening within the next few months at least is really hard. But I cannot believe that the boys are 3 and we're sitting down and we're going to be filming their 3-year update today. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Obviously, we'll jump into all of that much later on in the video, but let me grab these necklaces over here and I'll show you guys what Harris's parents got the boys for their birthday. So if you guys are familiar, the boys have these little these little bracelets that they wear. They got those for their first birthday from Harris's parents, and then they do have a second bracelet, which we just recently got fixed. Both of the boys wound up breaking, I think just because they were a little bit too big on them and they kept snagging. But their first year birthday present was that bracelet, and then recently they got a second year. I think they got it maybe when they were like 2.5. It was made out of one of Harris's old necklaces. Harris's mom made it for them. But they do wear bracelets on their wrists every single day and have no issue with them. And then Harris's mom actually got their cousin Leo, who is 6 months older than them. So he turned 3 back in the summer, a necklace, and I was obsessed with it. So she wound up picking up the boys their own versions of these necklaces. I don't know exactly where these are from. I'm sure if I ask her, I can find out for you guys where these are from. The boys are not wearing these yet because they are a little bit on the bigger side. You can see I have it clipped here. That is everything we actually need to get taken off of the back of it so that it fits more properly. Both of the boys' necklaces we were able to like slip them right over their heads, which clearly you don't want that when a toddler is wearing a necklace. You don't want it to be able to like slip right over their heads. So we do need to get these altered and fixed before the boys can go ahead and wear them. But this is going to be Jack's little necklace. It is the star with the high, I believe that's how you say it, the Jewish symbol in the middle, and it's obviously a very nice gold dainty chain on it. I'm obsessed with this. And then Ben's is not the star, it's just the high, and the chain is more of like a paper clip style chain, and I feel like this one fits Ben's personality really well, where the other one fits Jack's personality. So this one's going to be Ben's. Again, you can see everything that we need to get taken off of the chain. We actually have to take quite a bit more off of this one. Ben's was really big. We have a friend, Harris is a friend who was the one who fixed the boys' bracelets, so he's going to go ahead and alter these for us. But this one is just the high. I don't know which way it's supposed to be, whether it's this way or this way, but Harris has his own high necklace, so now the boys can match with him. But this is what the boys got, along with some books from Harris's parents for their birthday. And like I said, his sister and brother-in-law got them a bunch of clothes, which are upstairs. So I'll take you guys upstairs now and I'll show you guys those. I had my TV paused downstairs, my show, and now it closed out of on demand. So you can hear Peppa Pig in the background. Please excuse that. Can we also take a second to acknowledge, I feel like my hair, to you guys, it might not seem like it's that long, but back in August, I chopped my hair all the way up to like here. And so all of this has grown in since August. And today I straightened my hair for the first time in quite a few days. Even like last week and the week before that, I was just blowing it out. But physically straightening my hair today, I feel like my hair is getting so long and growing in so nice. I just feel like we needed to take a moment for that. If you guys are aware, I'm trying to regrow my hair out now since going more lighter and adding some highlights. I really wanted to start trying to grow my hair out, so I'm very pleased with the length of my hair. But, oh, these are the books that Harris's parents picked up for the boys. So she got the Lorax, she got Pete the Cat, and also got a Pete the Cat stuffed animal, which is downstairs. And then Caps for Sale, which this one brought back a lot of memories I didn't know I had of reading this in like elementary school. So she picked up these 3 books. But Harris's sister and brother-in-law got a bunch of clothes, and I'm not sure what the brand is. Hold on, let me take them all out. The tags say Sol Angeles, which I think we might have gotten some stuff from there before from Harris's mom. But a bunch of this stuff, I think she got all of this in a size 4 as well, so this will fit them most likely towards the end of the summer into next year. So she got these are black, yeah, plain black sweatpants with this long sleeve like baseball style tee. And then she also got these blue sweatpants that have a lightning bolt on the bottom with a matching sweatshirt that has lightning bolts all throughout it. And then she picked up this sweatshirt and sweat short set, which is super cute. I thought this would be cute, like transitioning from summer to fall. This would be perfect. And then in the second set, so this all came as one set, so I think Ben opened this box of everything. And then Jack got these blue sweatpants, which obviously the boys are going to share and the clothes are going to switch back and forth between them, but this stuff came in like one present together. So we got these sweatpants with this long sleeve shirt, which is super cute. It's a bunch of headphones, and then this pair of sweatpants with, let's see, writing down the side, and then this sweatshirt to match. I think these sweatshirts are super cute and they're nice and lightweight, which is great for layering. And then the sweatshirt and short set for this package was this white, red, and blue sweatshirt with these really cute sweatshorts. So this stuff I do want to hang up and get into this closet here. And then I'm probably just going to go downstairs and relax for a little bit. Their doctor's appointment isn't until 3 o'clock, which is kind of an awkward time because we need to leave the house around 2:45, which means they're probably not going to nap today. And it's a day that they definitely would nap and could nap if they could, but I just don't want to risk them falling asleep at like 2:15 and then having to get them up at 2:30, 2:40 to get ready to go to the doctor's. So I'm not really sure what our game plan for this afternoon is, but I'm going to quickly hang all this up and then I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. I totally misspoke. Only the sweatshirt set and sweatshirts are from Sol Angeles. Then these sweatpants are from Mish Boys, which I love. We've had Mish Boys in the past. And then these sets are from Tiny Wheels, which is another brand that we also love and have a bunch of stuff from that the boys have worn in the past. These shirts here are from... I have no idea what that says. If you can see that, I think that's the brand. Yeah, so they're not all from Sol Angeles. I didn't realize until I started hanging it that only the first few were from Sol Angeles, or only a few of them were from Sol Angeles. Okay, we are home from school pickup. I've made the decision just to not put the boys down for a nap. I feel like it's not even worth it to have that whole nap battle now, knowing that we have to leave for the doctor in, at this point, probably like an hour and a half. So I'm going to attempt to film some of their 3-year update right now. If it's a little too chaotic with them being up and in the background, I will stop and continue it tomorrow. But I figured I would sit and film it now just because I used to wait until the end of their doctor's appointments to film these update videos, because I feel like when they were younger, you can hear Ben in the background over there, but I feel like when they were younger, like 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, their height and weight played a big role in these update videos. A, for me to look back on and see their growth, but also just as a comparison for having preemie twin babies. You guys found that very interesting to use as a reference point for your children, even though every child is different. It was also just nice for me to document for their own journey. But I feel like at this age of 3, their height and weight doesn't play a huge role in this update. I will go ahead and insert it either right here in this footage or later on what the doctor does say. But at this point in time, what do you need, baby?
The broom.
The broom?
Yeah.
Over there, baby. On the side of the couch. See it? Over there. At this point in time, their doctor's appointments are also like super anticlimactic. We really go, I guess, just for a check-in and a checkup. When they're younger, they are more in depth, but now having toddlers, doctor's appointments are not what they used to be, or are just less intense and in depth, if any of this is making sense. So with all that being said, I decided to sit down and try and film some of their update now. We'll see how this goes, having them awake in the background. But I'm going to quickly run through all my normal categories. So sleeping habits, eating habits, personality differences and changes, development, and just anything else that I can think of in between there. So for eating habits, nothing really has changed much for them since my last update video at 2.5. I feel like they're still eating how they've always ate, drinking how they've always drank. Their meal times are all the same. Snack times are pretty much all the same. Do you see Ben putting in the back? So eating habits are really not anything different. Sleeping habits, the boys, like I mentioned earlier today, they have been sleeping really well in the mornings, and they sleep till anywhere between 7 and 7:30, which is great for me. For a while, they were waking up at 6 a.m. every single day, but they have been sleeping in a little bit later, and I can do a 7 a.m. wake up. That is really nice for me. Naps, however, have been a challenge for about a month and a half, I would say at this point. Every day nap time is such a battle. If they do settle, they are taking over an hour to settle. And then because I do like to have them up by 3 o'clock so that they want to go down to bed at night, they're only getting about an hour's nap. A lot of you guys said to persevere and still put them down for a nap and see if anything does change with time. Can we just be careful with the windows, please? But so far, at a month and a half in with this whole nap battle, I don't think it's going to get any better, especially since we do have plans to change their beds, their cribs, to the toddler bed version this weekend. I feel like doing that and having them have the ability to get out of their bed and play instead of being forced to sit in a crib and eventually fall asleep naps are gonna be all done. So we shall see. I will of course keep you guys updated with the whole bedtime, bed transition situation that we are going to be doing this weekend. I did get asked over on Instagram when we have plans to give them toddler beds, and it is officially happening this weekend. So I'll keep you guys updated with how that goes. But I feel like naps are just going to wean, like their naps, they're just gonna wean themselves out of them because they're going to rather play than sleep. Obviously, I still plan on putting them down for a nap, whether it turned into just quiet time and then being in their room for about an hour. Green, what? Are you mopping me? Lost my train of thought now. What was I saying? But like I was saying, I'm still going to put them down in their room, even if they're in there for just an hour playing quietly, so I can still have a little bit of a break. So we'll see how that goes. The one good thing is on the days that they don't nap, they do go to bed very easily. So I know in them dropping their nap, bedtime will go a lot easier with the whole toddler bed thing, because I think that they're going to get into their toddler beds and be tired and want to fall asleep instead of wanting to play in their beds, which I think is again going to be the case. If they do wind up napping in their toddler bed, they're going to have a little bit of a harder time falling asleep at night, and they're going to want to play. So I'm just a little bit nervous about this whole transition into a toddler bed. Like I said, I'll keep you guys updated, but that is happening this weekend. And aside from that, we still put them down to bed at night at the same time, around 6:45, 7. On the days that they don't nap, they fall asleep by like 7:15. And on the days that they do nap, they don't fall asleep until like 8:30 or later. Sometimes they wind up just laying in their beds and playing with their stuffed animals, or they'll take a Matchbox car or two into their bed at night and want to play with those. So sleep has been a battle lately, and let's see how transitioning into a toddler bed goes. As far as like development, I think they're doing everything that a normal 3-year-old should be doing at their age. They are very active, very talkative, very like interactive at school. The teacher says that they are very social with the other kids, social with themselves, social with her. They like to participate in all the activities, all the art, the gym, the activities, everything like that. They are flourishing in school, which is always great to hear that they are doing a great job and being interactive and taking direction well at school, which I think they've always done really well at taking direction. So school is going great. They're definitely entering the terrible 2s, 3-nager age, which I don't really like those labels, but that is what it's normally called, where they are pushing boundaries, they're challenging me, they have big personalities, big voices, big emotions, and so that has been really challenging lately. You found a ladder? Oh, that's from Peppa Pig's house? That is, I think, a fishbowl. So they're just really finding their own voices and what they like and what they don't like, and they're very good at making that known. Tantrums, I feel like in my house we have quite a few of them just because I have 2 toddlers, and I have been trying different ways to work through those tantrums, but again, I feel like they're doing and hitting everything that they need to hit developmentally, so I can't really complain. The way that they act and the way that toddlers act are age appropriate, so I just need to know it comes with the territory of having twin 3-year-olds, and hopefully we can move through this year and into a much smoother sailing 4. A lot of people say that 3 is really hard, but when you get to age 4, it is like a world of a difference, and it is so much easier. As far as personalities, I feel like their personalities have been set for quite some time. Ben is very independent, very outspoken. He knows what he wants. He will tell you what he wants. He definitely is a leader, which I think is funny because he's the second born, but he is a leader and likes to take charge above Jack, and he kind of bosses Jack around a little bit, which I don't really like, but Jack is definitely more like submissive, and he is very helpful. He wants to help others. I just feel like takes direction from Ben, and that's just kind of who he is. I definitely feel bad, and I tell him like you need to stand up for yourself, but that's just his personality. Jack is definitely more soft-spoken. He's more emotional. He does this thing now where he likes to whisper to me. But he's definitely more softer, more sweeter. Ben is a little bit more crazy, loud, and kooky like me, and Jack is definitely more relaxed and reserved like Harris. It's also super interesting. Jack has been pretty shy lately, even with people that we know. When we had family over on Friday for their birthdays, he definitely took some time to warm up and wound up just sitting on the couch wanting to like look out of the side of his eye at like what was going around and like take it all in, which is Harris. Like Harris doesn't like big group gatherings or anything where he's the center of attention. He just likes to sit back and observe, which is definitely exactly how Jack is, but Ben is more me, more talkative, more loud. He likes to get people to laugh. He's definitely going to be the class clown. And in camp, they said that he loved to make all the other camp counselors and kids around him laugh. And the teacher also said at school he definitely is a little bit more silly and more of like the class clown. So I think that their personalities have been set for quite some time. It's just going to be interesting to see how they continue to grow into them as the years go on and as they age, and definitely into like kindergarten and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think what else. Clothes, they're in the size like 2 or 3 years. Potty training, they're basically fully potty trained and have been since I made that first potty training video where I did it the second time around Thanksgiving. We still have maybe 1 or 2 accidents here or there, but it's definitely manageable. And leaving the house with them, going to friends' houses, going out to eat, going places with them, I don't ever have to worry. They're definitely capable of communicating when they have to go to the bathroom with me, and we don't really have any issues. In the beginning, even taking them out, I think that they would get too distracted by what was going on and would forget that they had underwear on, but we don't really have that issue now, and we're basically like 2 months into being potty trained. So I'm really glad that we were able to check that off our list and I don't have to worry about that moving forward. I think it was a pretty easy and seamless transition, so that is really good. I'm trying to think what else. All you guys asked over Instagram to know was about the whole bed situation. So definitely this weekend I'm going to be vlogging us redoing their room, and then I'll keep you guys updated in a future video in like 2 weeks or whatever when we kind of get more of a set nighttime routine with the whole bed thing. And we'll see how naps go. What's wrong, baby? That stays on there, baby. That doesn't come off. That's like a part of it. Yeah, they're collecting all their toys. This is what they like to do. They like to collect all their toys around me and stack them up next to me and beside me while we are playing down here. For their favorite toys, they're obsessed with magnet tiles. They got those for Hanukkah and they're still super obsessed with those, and any form of car. We seriously have so many of these Matchbox cars laying around our house, and the boys each know specifically which is theirs, and they won't really play with each other's Matchbox cars. They each have like their own set collection. So I would say Matchbox cars and magnet tiles are their 2 favorite toys and things to do right now. I'm super interested to see in the next year us getting them involved in sports and activities. I'm definitely trying to look for like little leagues around where we live for them to join some sort of a sport, because I would love to see their personalities develop with different interests that they have. So that's something that I definitely want to. Baby, it's attached to it. It's connected. It doesn't come off, baby. Let me see. What is it? Let me see. So, yeah, I think that's my little update for now. If I think of anything else between now and when I film like a little update of what the doctor says, I'll let you guys know. But for now, I'm gonna play with them down here, and then we'll get ready to head out pretty shortly. One thing I forgot to mention, excuse Ben's little cheek, he got bonked with something. They seem to have created their own language. They each say these certain words that they repeat over and over again. So there must be some meaning behind it in their own little heads, and they both use these same words. But I have no idea what they mean, and they use them in a very silly context and also as like a noun. Like all these words they use are like either a person, a place, or a thing. And they have quite a few of them. One of them is liggery. I have no idea what that means. So I think that they've created their own language at 3 years old between the 2 of them, and I feel kind of left out that I don't know what any of them mean. What, baby? You want a snacky? What do you want? What's your favorite snack right now? What's your favorite snack? What? What? No, what's your favorite snack right now? What do you like to eat? Muffin Mans? Yes, they are obsessed with mini muffins right now. That is one of their favorite snacks to eat. What do you want to eat right now? You had them already this morning.
The muffin for the baby.
What?
The muffin for the baby.
Muffins for the baby. Oi.
When did the sale? When did the sale? Muffin for sale, the muffin for me.
Where are we? We're in here. You're on the scale, the doctor.
Whoa, what's there?
You have crazy hair, Jackie, from sleeping in the car. Can't go anywhere without snackies.
Also,
More?
the rubber.
Okay, it is a lot later now. I'm in a hoodie because when we left to go leave for the doctor, it started combo like snowing and pouring rain. So I threw on a sweatshirt so that I wouldn't get soaking wet. You want another cookie? Okay, I'll get you another cookie. Okay, I got the boys another chocolate chip cookie. They wanted another one for dessert. Since it is clearly so much later now, we just actually got done with bath time routine, and I wanted to sit down and give you guys an update on what the doctor said so I can go ahead and close out this video. So I also have a tripod because I didn't know how long this clip was going to be, and I didn't want to sit here and hold my phone for minutes on minutes on minutes. So anyway, we went to the boys' doctor. Obviously, like I said, they're less intense doctor's appointments now that they're toddlers. Actually, we don't have to be back. Check mommy's room, maybe, baby. Check mommy's room. I think it's in mommy's room. We actually don't have to be back until they're 4 now, which is insane to me because we used to go like every few months when they were super young, and now they only have to go like once a year. But they did do like a full check. They did eyes, which are fine. They did ears, which are great. Obviously height and weight, which I was surprised to find out that the boys... All right, mommy will help you find it. 1 second. So, like I was saying, I was actually surprised to find out that they're on a bit of the shorter side. I did not get exact measurements, which I'm usually so good about getting them, but I took the boys by myself today for the first time. I've never taken them by myself to a checkup. I've taken them by myself, like if one of them is sick and the other one I have no one to watch, I would take both of them with me. But I never have taken both of them for a checkup. So it was a little chaotic. I had my hands full and I completely forgot to get exact measurements. But they're only in like the 15th percentile for height, which I always thought that they were pretty average height for their age. They're taller than some of their friends and most of their classmates. So I was surprised to hear that they're actually on the shorter side. But for their weight, I think they're like 31 or 32 pounds. They're average for that. I think they're like the 45th and 49th percentile for weight. So they're pretty average in terms of weight and all that kind of stuff. And growth, in terms of their growth curve, they've always been growing perfectly on track for their own personal height and weight and where they started at just 5 pounds when they were born. So she has no concerns in terms of their height and weight. Their sleeping habits, she said, were great. Their eating habits, she said, were great. Their developmental habits, she gave them a pen and paper, wanted to see how they drew. That was great. She said the fact that they have a memory and can recall like what they did at school that day. They can tell little stories. They can sing full nursery rhymes. She said all of that, even the words that they use, like yesterday and before, and I forget what's another word she said. That she said was great for their age for them to be able to use. Being able to compare things, asking for simple things, understanding like cause and effect, like if they're cold to ask for socks or a sweatshirt or something like that, which the boys do. So she said all of that just sounds great, and it seems like they're on track for their age. Even the fact that I went to parent teacher conferences at school and the school had no concerns in terms of like communication and language and all that kind of stuff. She said that all seems very on track for their age developmentally. So we got a clean bill of health for the boys, and they don't have to be back until they're 4. So I guess that concludes our 3-year update, and you're probably not going to hear another update from me until the boys are 4, because I don't really have much to update you guys on. Obviously, I'll update you guys on like the sleeping thing when we do that and whatever happens within the next year. But in terms of full updates, this is their 3-year update, and you're probably not going to get another one of these for a while if I even remember to do it at 4 at all. I feel like maybe it's time to just cap it at 3 years. But sorry, I got a notification that my phone was dying, so I need to go ahead and close out today's video. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing kind of what the boys got for their birthday from Harris's family. Like I mentioned, the boys are getting a room redo from Harris and I for their birthday, which I'm obviously doing this coming weekend. So they have not fully gotten their birthday present from us, but you guys will see that in Monday's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that, hearing some updates on the boys, obviously getting to see them run throughout this video. And yeah, I think that's this concludes their 3-year update. I cannot even believe I'm saying that. It still blows my mind that I have 3-year-old toddlers. I can't believe how quickly 3 years has gone by, even though 3 years sounds like such a long period of time. I'm shocked at how fast the last 3 years has flown by with the boys. And I also think it's amazing that there have been so many of you who have been with me since I've been pregnant and have been able to see the boys grow throughout all these videos. And I always find it interesting to go back and watch these update videos to just see how far we've come over the years. Right, baby? No, that one's yours, and I think the other one is Jack's on the ledge, I think. Do you want to say goodbye to the vlog? Say goodbye.
God. God.
Say peace out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye guys.